Yeah. Don't make me tell you twice.
Jason Carey, Steph Tiller, Morning Coffee Swig, every morning, 8 to 10, right here on ATL Next 100.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Great morning, ATL in the whole wide world. It's your man, Jason Carey, Steph Tiller. Morning Coffee Swig, ATL's #1 podcast now. Morning show. Great morning, Steph. Great morning, Steph. You know what day it is.
Great morning, guys.
Welcome back. You know what day it is. It is Taco Tuesday. What's up? Steph? It's virtual hug you. The hug you when you gone. Good to see you. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
That was
it's
to
good to see you.
Virtual hugs or not? Bow. Get up off me.
Yeah. Word. You gotta stay true, huh? Gotta stay true. Man, fantastic. It was crazy yesterday. We had Poppy Fresh on sitting in for you yesterday, and he did a fantastic job. We'll definitely have him back in here. Also, yesterday was Minds of Mischief night. Lord have mercy. If anybody got a chance to watch, we actually streamed it live yesterday too. So if anybody is on the Minds of Mischief, yeah, so you can go back and watch it on. You actually watch us. People wanting to watch us. We testing it. They've been wanting to see us, so we're testing it. We trying to just get it right. Yesterday was pretty good. Wasn't perfect yet, as far as it, because I'm a perfectionist and I wanted to be just perfect. Wasn't perfect yet, but it was great, and but it was hilarious. The show was hilarious. It was a great show to stream. It was a great show.
I got to see this. Can I go back and
y'all
watch
got to go. Yes, it's on the Minds of Mischief Facebook page right now. So after the show today, everybody y'all go watch that show. Foolishness. But you know, it just we so crazy. I don't share stuff off of that page because it's just y'all. You gotta catch it there. I don't put that on my
grandmas and cousins and uncles
and holy cousins can't. Yeah, they don't need to be watching. You don't never want to watch the Minds of Mischief. I'm like, Mom be like, I'm listening to your Monday. No, you're not. Not Monday. You listen to more conversation. That's listening.
Because I'm already teetering on getting kicked out the family on Morning Coffee Swig. What you heard me say on my other show?
Yeah, you cannot watch that show. That is where we all cut loose. But anyway, fantastic day yesterday. How was your Monday Making Monday, Motivation Monday, your weekend? Like, you been gone? How is everything? How you doing?
Everything has been great. I had a chance to mark some more things off my bucket list.
Welcome to the bucket.
I actually, private jet. That was cool. Super cool. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I
That's
awesome. Want to do my Nicki Minaj. I failed that when it did turn around and start walking.
You been doing? You been good. You did good because you didn't post anything. You was chilling.
Whoa, so that was the thing.
You kept it light.
So I lost my phone.
I'm glad you did though.
I lost my
no,
phone
okay, that's a problem.
last week, and then
Word?
So I'm using like the backup of all backups, and it's a terrible outlet. Like my phone is terrible right now. Yeah, no, I saw.
Got a flip phone? You got a flip phone? Oh, dear.
Look, let me tell you what happened in LA. So it's the funniest thing ever. So I went to Vegas and then flew from Vegas private to LA, so that was super dope for me. Well, let's check it out. So I get there and we're in the car, and I say, well, let me get the aux cord. The aux cord will not work on my phone. So Shorty says to me, she's like, "Where you get your who's your service provider?" And I'm like,
service provider. Mind your business.
So when I tell her my service provider, she's just like, "Yeah, my phone doesn't support phone services that could be bought next to a rack of ribs."
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yo, I'm still laughing today off that, and it was said days ago.
Straight Talk Wireless.
So
all right, yeah, I got it.
Oh, whatever. I do not have Straight Talk, y'all. But
I'm saying your backup. I mean, if you lost a phone, broke a phone, and all that, you could have Straight Talk. It's okay. It's like,
no, you cannot have Straight Talk. I still have my same server. Service provider. Just the phone.
Man, you better stop.
She's like, I
Straight
bet the
Talk,
phone
$45. I get
I
it.
looked at the phone screen. It's cracked. I got it next to the rack of ribs. It was just a mess. It was a mess.
Oh boy,
so, y'all,
man, we better stop
bear
it.
with me. If I didn't post anything, any videos or photos, but y'all know I have my moment probably 2 weeks from now, and then give you a whole show. Don't be asking me, Steph, where you at?
No,
mind your business.
No. You did good. You did excellent. You did all that and then post nothing. I think that was fantastic. You did a great job. Stay down. All right, well.
Stay down. Why you want me to stay down?
Yeah, man, you gotta stay down. You gotta stay down.
Leave a little privacy. Leave a little mystery.
Yeah, your business. Whatever you was doing out there in these streets is your business.
It was fun.
Well, look, I believe it. I believe it. Look, you gotta give me one story. Give me one story. We need one story. One news story. One news story. That's your life. Give me something. Give me Swig news. Give me one solid story.
Okay,
it's
so
420,
White
y'all.
Lives Matter has been holding a rally. Been trying to hold rallies. White Lives Matter.
What is that?
What is that?
What is that? What is that? It is not a thing.
It's a new organization.
It's not a thing.
It's a new organization.
It's not a thing.
And
I need y'all to stop.
Keep having, the problem is the White Lives Matter, that whole movement, it's going to die very soon, if not already dead, because everywhere they go, they're disorganized. They're unpopular. As if you don't know them, they're unpopular. They're disorganized, and it seems that they keep having poor turnouts. So they're not scoring good on the report card of trying to be at war with Black Lives Matter. It's not going over well. The platform is just not there. They're trying to create something that's just not there. And they have they're communicating neo-Nazis and the encrypted chat rooms and all of that. They're communicating in encrypted chat rooms with other neo-Nazis and far-right extremists, and they're planning these rallies in dozens of and then it's supposed to be doing on a Sunday, so in dozens of cities and states they're planning these, and the ideal of it is to gather, I guess, make them to be more aware, make people more aware that they exist, and to gain more followers, and to just kind of hype the whole movement of White Lives Matter. But it's just kind of not really working. I think this is not something that we don't have to worry about. What we do have to worry about is the extremists, because some of their signs say, "We accept your surrender." Things like that. It's like, wait, what? Who's surrendering? We don't yield. In the words of Maxine Waters, we don't yield to no one. So we're still trying to, figure this out, but it's so tacky. Listen, it's very tacky.
Every group is every group got a radicalized. Every group, there's somebody that wants to radicalize it. That's in the back. They're like, yeah, take their heads. They're like, yo, that's not even why we're here. What's happening? What's going on?
Yeah, why
It's
you
always somebody. Yeah, it's always somebody in the group that be wild. In all groups, Black Lives Matter too.
Yeah.
It's somebody in the group like, yeah, blow it up. Like, hey, you chill out.
Up.
Can't say them kind of words.
Right.
Yes.
Well, they have them,
like,
and like I said, it's the far extremists, the extremists combined with the neo-Nazis. They're all in an encrypted chat room. So even on Facebook, they have groups. My thing is, if we say something smart to someone that is a Trump supporter, I get banned. They kick me right off the app. I mean, for 30 days, 7 days, they kick me off. I got one more time before my Facebook gets shut down for good. I'm now having to build my other page. I know, because I'm gonna say something back, but I'm not gonna say it in a very tacky way. But you were so disrespectful to me because I answered you, whether my answer was right or wrong. Because I answered you all together, you report me, and then they support you reporting me, and I get kicked off. And that's a whole nother conversation, because I know there's so many people on my page that be going in, and I might have to just use that one as a platform for people to come on there and talk their shit, and then I don't say nothing.
Talk that talk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, the gods are trying to turn the lights off. It's time to go to break. We'll be back, man.
Gotta go pay some bills.
Yeah, for real. Turn the lights off. It's the morning coffee Swig.
Wake up,
Get up in the morning with the morning coffee Swig.
I wake up with them every day. I listen to them on my way to work. Oh, they're the bomb. They got it going on.
You're listening to the morning coffee Swig with Jason Carey and Steph Tiller here on ATL Next 100.
Y'all already know it's popping off.
Steady calling my phone. I done told you before that it's over. Leave me alone. No, it's hurting you to see me gone. Dark clouds, you gon' see me storm. I won't go back, but trust me, you gon' hold that. Hold that.
Get you up my mind. I can 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 get you up my mind.
I ain't tryna play these games no more. I don't wanna be touching your name no more. I ain't tryna feel this pain no more. And I'm sorry, but my feelings ain't the same no more. Used to be my homie, you ain't gang no more. I am not a nigga you could claim no more. Traumatized, hoping it don't rain no more. You done put me through some things that done changed my aura. Now all around the world I explore no door. New bitch, I'm a dripper than the Euro. Ass fast, shorty straight heat, no Florida. Bad and she doing for herself, I applaud her. No need, yeah, I'm talking my boo. So please, leave me alone, I'm through. And it's all cause it was too started. I been told you I'm gonna steady calling my phone. I done told you before that it's over. Leave me alone. No, it's hurting you to see me gone. Dark clouds, you gon' see me storm. I won't go back, but trust me, you gon' hold that. Hold that.
Get you up my mind. I can 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 get you up my mind.
I ain't tryna play no games, my love. I'm one of a kind, couldn't fake my love. Earthquake makes some shake, my love. Most of them can't even relate, my love. Used to be gang, oh now you're not gang. Used to have fun, oh now you got shame. Used to catch flights, but now I'm not playing. Play on words, she love it when a nigga say. I ain't tryna play your game no more. No, you can't wear my chain no more. We not a thing, can't take no more. Waiting on your king, you could wait some more. 'Cause yeah, I remember days when I used to adore her. Funny how this shit just flipped like a quarter. Get a new thing, I'm a Fendi and Dior. Get a mood swing, I'll be gone by tomorrow.
Steady calling my phone. I done told you before that it's over. Leave me alone. No, it's hurting you to see me gone. Dark clouds, you gon' see me storm. I won't go back, but trust me, you gon' hold
Make a message and you're just telling me. Is it too late for us to talk things out? I miss you. I miss that.
See, I don't got the time or the patience to deal with your today. You've been walking around with a stank attitude like your don't stink. I don't give you no trouble on most days, but I will today. I've been holding my tongue, got the right to be in my feels today. Cause I work too hard, but I love you way more harder. I didn't have my share of being walked all over, now I'm smarter. You can think you right all you want, I see through you just like water. You can go ahead, puff up your chest, but it better not go no farther. Give me bad vibes. If you don't get your act together, you might have to act like and do you bad vibes. My patience running low and you ain't got a lot of time, so act like and do you. Nice how you can find somebody else to. She can never be me. Just want someone let you do what you want, but that'll never be me. And I love to treat you right, but I'ma check you when you're wrong. You can't tell me that you hear me when you're scrolling through your phone. I work too hard, but I love you way more harder. I didn't have my share of being walked all over, now I'm smarter. You could think I'm wrong all you want, but that truth got you so bothered. You can go ahead, puff up your chest, but it better not go no further. Bad vibes, bad vibes. If you don't get your act together, you might have to act like and do you bad vibes, bad vibes. My patience running low and you ain't got a lot of time, so act like and do you don't get it, do ya? I'm telling you I had enough. I can only take so much. Oh, you don't get it, do ya? I'm telling you I had enough. I can only take so much. Bad vibe. If you don't get your act together, you might have to act like ooh, bad vibe. You gon' probably be right back tomorrow, might as well act like.
Get up in the morning with the morning coffee.
I wake up with them every morning. I listen to them on my way to work.
Oh, they're the bomb. They got it going on.
Jason Carey, Steph Tiller, morning coffee Swig every morning, 8 to 10, right here on ATL Next 100.
Talk for a living. Talk for a living. We speak for a living, and for that reason, I like to give you guys a word of the day. So let's get into it. Oh man, today's word is a verb. Adulate. Adulate. A-D-U-L-A-T-E. Adulate. To praise effusively and slavishly, flatter excessively, fawn upon. Woo! It's going in. Come on now. Get slavishly. I ain't never done nothing slavishly, I don't think. I don't know. To fawn upon. Fawn upon me, please. To pay homage to without exercising a critical sense of values. To admire or be devoted to abjectly and excessively. Man, like this is like the extreme. This is like the extreme. You know what I'm saying? Like you next level. And I know this is how the men treat Steph. They adulate, fawn upon, just excessively, flatter excessively, slavishly. They're in your inbox. I already know. I know how to do it. I'm gonna put it on her. Listen. So anyway, did you know man's best friend is often thought of in admiring terms as faithful and true? There are also people who more clearly perceive the fawning and cringing aspect of doggishness. When the Romans used the Latin verb adulare to mean to fawn on, they equated it with the behavior of a dog towards its master. The noun adulation, meaning exhibition of excess fondness, similar in the meaning, but not etymological. There it is. Related to adoration. Etymology. There we go. Related to adoration, was first to develop in English. Settling into the language in the 15th century, the adjective adulatory followed in the late 16th century. An adulatory speech, for example, is an excessively flattering one. And the verb adulate was being called into service by the early 17th century. A lot in it. Etymology. Don't know why. I know the word. It's one of those words. Anyway, examples. A portrait of the family patriarch, a man adulated by the public, but generally feared by his family, hung above the mantle. You don't want to be that guy. Don't be that guy. At his career start, Elvis Presley was feted as a musical pioneer and adulated by millions of adoring fans, captivated by his onstage charisma. But by 1968, musical taste had changed drastically. So anyway, man, adulate, fawning upon, fondness, slavishly. I'm gonna start using that. Slavishly. I like that word. It's a fun word to say. Anyway, we do this on purpose. We want to motivate you guys to use these words in your everyday language. Speaking of motivation, let's get motivated, Steph.
Good morning, family and friends. I know many of you are looking for that morning motivational starter pack to get you up, prepared, and ready to take on this day. Well, as I tell you guys each and every day, there's a hero that lives inside of you. Someone who's special, someone who wants you to do something great with your life, someone who wants you to do creative work, someone who wants you to be the change in the world that you wish to see today, and that you can never be too distracted that you forget who you truly are, because the only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You.
Because the only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You. All right, so this week I'm going to be talking about choices. Yes, you included in this. Choices. The choices that you make for your life and the outcome of those choices, the effects of those choices, the mental strain that it takes on us when we make certain choices, where your life is right now because of the choices that you've made, or should have made, or should not have made. We're gonna talk about it all. We're gonna get all into it. All right. So there's a quote that I came by. It says, "Your life is a result of the choices that you make." Now, we're gonna speak from an adult standpoint. Not from the standpoint of misunderstanding anything. So we had to break that down. Clearly, we know that every single choice that you made in your life is not about you being able to actually make that choice. You know what I'm saying? So the life, yeah. So we could definitely hear about the emails and things like that. So someone is watching something and we can hear it, and it's over me.
Carry on, because it's not over here, so I don't know what's going on.
You can't hear it? Okay, so it's super loud. It's super loud. I can't even hear myself or think. Okay, so the choices that you make in life. Let me start that over. So the choices that you make in life results into. No, your life is a result of the choices that you make in life. Now, we know that some choices that we did not make, they were made for us. That's your childhood. That's the trauma that you're still trying to forgive yourself for, that you didn't even create. But you're still trying to look for someone to blame, and then also someone to forgive. And sometimes you ultimately, you can't find anyone sometimes, or you can't bring yourself to forgive someone, so you blame yourself instead of making the decision to move forward. That's a hard decision, and I'm not saying get over it. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying you still have some working to do. Like, you have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of decisions to make as far as how you're going to get to the next phase in life, because you can't take that with you. So, but for those of you that don't battle with that and have trouble with that, guess what? You're on the other side of this, of making choices in life. Now, everything that we do is kind of a reflection of what we have, the choices that we have made in life, right? So if you have decided to hang out with people who are not above level intellectually, financially, successfully, guess what? You have made a choice that that's going to be your circle. That's your iron. Because iron sharpens iron. And you're supposed to be around those who sharpens you, who holds you accountable, those that are more than likely smarter than you, or just as smart as you, those that can help you brainstorm and just think about certain things in different lights. You know, some of them have already made choices and mistakes. They have the experience. Some of them just have the brain power, brain bandwidth to say, okay, this sounds stupid, this doesn't work, this may work for you, and this right here is pretty solid. So you can take that one and that one, and then, you know, merge the two, and then you have something fantastic. Like, you have to have people around you that can do that. So that is your circle. You have chose over the years to hang out with people that does none of those things. So now your inner circle is tainted. It's flawed. And you're still trying to figure out why you don't have that push, or why you don't have anyone to hold you accountable, or what you don't have anybody close to you that can motivate you on your everyday real life. Not what people see on the outside, not the image, the facade, none of that. I'm talking about people that actually know you, your life, and can hold you accountable for those things. That's a result and a choice that you've made to hang around people who aren't able to do that or capable of doing that. Because some people may be smart in other areas, but they're not capable of giving you something that you want. So you are filling your space with things that don't work for you. And if you're filling the space with things that do not work for you, then that's a choice. Only you can fix that choice. Only you can make that choice right. That is something that you will have to say, okay, and I talk about this, but we talk about this all the time on the show, about how you have to eliminate certain people sometimes. Take inventory on your friendships, take inventory on your relationship, your job, everything. Everything must have an evaluation period. Everything, every quarter. Not every quarter, but I'm just saying, regularly. When you feel like things are not going the way that they're supposed to, when you feel as though you are not where you're supposed to be. Because at the end of the day, you have to remember, you're not living a life for the people that's around you. You're living your life for you. And the people that are surrounding you are who you choose to fill your space with, to have a circle around you. And that circle, if it's got a weak link in it, and everything can get in it. So you got to keep it solid. And keeping it solid, if that's a choice. That's a choice. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to break it down just a little second because I don't have a lot of time. But if you know that there are some weak links in your circle, and you choose to keep them around, and you want to polish them, you want to groom them, you want to do everything God's supposed to do, and God ain't ask you about no help, you ain't filled out no God helpers application, like your resume don't even qualify, but yet you still got those weak links around your circle, and you're trying to shape them, you're trying to polish them, you believing in them, you got all these high hopes for them, and you really, really, really holding on to them. Guess what? All the water that's seeping into your ship, you better hope you don't drown trying to hold it down. P.O.P. hold it down. You trying to hold it down with them, you about to go down. It's a sinking ship. It's a choice. You have to know when to say, okay, these people or this person cannot be a part of my circle. Otherwise, my entire circle is weak. That's harsh. And it will make you cry. Probably make you feel some kind of way. Something you have to really ponder about, like, yo, I'm about to cut shorty off. I've been around him or her for years, and they have greatness, and you know they doing their thing here and there, and da-da-da-da, but it not over here though. You don't have to cut that person off all the way. You just have to learn how to limit the access that you have to that person and that they have to you. You have to stop yourself from taking information to them, and you have to stop them from bringing you certain information. So if there's no real transfer here, then you'll either see them get stronger, and then maybe they can come back to the space, you know, you can jump on the ship or not, or maybe they were the winkest link goodbye forever. And then I see you on the flip side. I can speak to you. You are for another circle. You will make somebody else's circle strong. You know, I hope y'all whole circle don't end up hating me, you know, based on you not being right fit for my circle. But you may be stronger for somebody else's circle. Stop hogging people. That just came out of nowhere. Stop hogging people. Everybody that you think is great and wonderful, child, stop hogging people. Let them go. Let them go somewhere where they can flourish, somewhere where they can learn, somewhere they can possibly create their own circle. Because if you over there in their circle and meddling in their business, putting them on these higher standards and expectations, sometimes that could be, you know, beating them down a little bit, and they will never become strong. You know what I'm saying? They say you got to break them down, break a person down to build them back up. That's not your job all the time. That's not at all your job all the time. And sometimes you do it unknowingly by having a person around with these high expectations that they can't reach, and now they reaching and trying to climb this ladder that's too high for them. Ooh, that's going into something different right there. But we're gonna go into it this week. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna bring this up all week. We're gonna be talking about choices and how to make the proper choice. Well, not even how to make the proper choice, because there's no way for me to tell a person how to make the proper choice. All I can do is tell you what your inner thoughts be saying sometimes, what your gut feeling be saying sometimes, that you probably haven't thought of. It's something about this relationship, something about this person, something is just not, you know, fulfilling right now. And I'm filling my space with something that doesn't necessarily feel right in my spirit. Is it moving my spirit? Or is it disturbing my spirit? We're just going to talk about it. We're going to bring up those choices, because that's a choice that you make. To keep it or to let it just, you know, muster up. Just fuster right here. It just do what it want to do. Because you're allowing it to. That's a choice. We'll talk about these choices. Let's your morning motivation starter pack from your girl Steph this morning. I'm going to have to run this back for myself.
To all my dreamers that still believe in dream the way that I believe in dreams, continue to chase your dreams and chase your dreams until you get tired. And when you get tired of chasing your dreams, you chase them some more, and some more. And if you're scared to do it anyway.
Let's go.
Yeah. It's time for ATL weather and other random.
Great morning, ATL, and happy Taco Tuesday. Y'all hear the jam. I hear the jam in the background. Ooh, you know what to do on this day. It's currently 55 degrees and sunny, man. We've been having some beautiful Taco Tuesdays. Like, I feel like the Lord really likes Tuesdays. I mean, today is truly the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I'm trying to tell you. It's sunny. I'm gonna enjoy it. Mostly sunny all day, hit about 70 by lunch, and on its way to a high of almost 80 degrees today. So be good to me. And show some thigh, ATL. No guys. Now, in honor of Taco Tuesday, there are some cities out there that have Spanish sounding names or a Spanish origin. Well, here's one. Ajo, Arizona. Ajo actually means garlic. How about that? Anyway, Ajos. This day is for you. Ajos. This day is for you. It's currently 62 and sunny. A naked day indeed. It's gonna heat up really fast. Talk about almost 80 degrees by the time we are off air this morning. Backyard sunbathing and front porch naps. Don't have too much ajo for lunch, because this may be a day of closeness. I believe this will be a day of closeness. So pop some gum. Don't eat too much ajo. That's garlic. Expect sun and not a cloud in the sky. As Tuesday hits a high of 90 degrees today. 90 degrees and a high ajo. Woo! On this smoky 420. Ajos, smoke hard and get naked. That's what you need to do. Smoke hard and get naked. That is your ATL and Random City Weather Report, a segment created and brought to you by the Morning Coffee Swig. So if they hear anywhere else, best believe they copied that shit.
Get up in the morning with the Morning Coffee Swig on ATL Next 100.
that was ugly. Came from a bitch who nigga wanna fuck. I said my face bomb, ass tight, rack stuck up, shack height, jury on me, flashlight. I've been listening since last night. Hit him with that good, make a nigga act right.
I remember claiming Dipset. I had some bitches on my line. I told them bitches get they lips wet. Lock that door, where them bows at? Let's get it. Search for his gun, where his pole at? He on his ass, where his shows at? He get away, we on his ass.
You were in my dream last night, now we're in it, yeah, yeah. I've been doing fine, I won't lie, I do miss it, yeah, yeah. Went from holding you close to lost in the smoke. Used to pray for the hope, but we lost control. How did I go wrong? You was on the run, I was left by myself. Now that I'm alone, I can overcome. I'ma do my damn best to deny. Oh, I'ma be fine with my life. Deny. Oh, I'ma be fine with my life. I just want it all, but I got too much on my mind. Thought I left it back at home, but it just follows through the night. I could've gave you the world, book us up and catch a flight. Took you out to Saint Laurent and buy whatever's in your size. But I guess that's just the price I pay when living on the road. You can hear me on the radio and see me at the show. Listen like that, I have always craved. My wrist look like the snow. 30,000 in the SUV, we never going broke. You were in my dream last night, now we're in it, yeah, yeah. I've been doing fine, I won't lie, I do miss it, yeah, yeah. Went from holding you close to lost in the smoke. Used to pray for the hope, but we lost control. How did I go wrong? You was on the run, I was left by myself. Now that I'm alone, I can overcome. My damn best to deny. Oh, I'ma be fine with my life. Deny. Oh, I'ma be fine with my life.
I've been waiting all night for that phone call, yeah. Missed 2 flights, had to catch a red eye, yeah. I lost hope every night, cause I know you're not committed. I know you wouldn't listen, why you wasting all my time right now? Why you gotta tell me lies right now? Cover up my eyes, I'm blind right now. I don't wanna talk, I don't wanna work, I don't wanna be
in my dream last night, now we're in it, yeah, yeah. I've been doing fine, I won't lie, I do miss it, yeah, yeah. Went from holding you close to lost in the smoke. Used to pray for the hope, but we lost control. How did I go wrong? You was on the run, I was left by myself. Now that I'm alone, I can overcome. I'ma do my damn best to deny. Oh, I'ma be fine with my life. Deny. Oh, I'ma be fine with my life.
I can't wait till you come over. I'm not sober, so you know how it's about to go. Cause I like to when I'm drunk. I like to when I'm drunk. Come on, my baby, what's up? I need you to hurry up. I can't wait, I can't wait. The ferry's on the way. Ooh, yeah. I need that late night loving. I'm on my way, I'm coming. I've been alone all night. I got you on my mind. I touch myself just thinking about you and what that mouth do, yeah. When it come down, oh, lick it up, suck it up, vacuum. Lick it up, suck it up, vacuum like lay me on my tummy, put it in my stomach. You know exactly just how I want it. Now I can't stop. Love how you love shooting up my club. Let's go have fun, sun. How far do you wanna go? his face in it. He ain't done till I say finish. Booty clapping from the back shots while we watch porn on the laptop. Good, it's a fun time. Load up, it's that sunshine. Colder than the concrete. Got me take off the sheet. I want you to see it. You're what this needed. Oh, spit on that shit, make it glisten. Love on me, be sitting. Yeah. Grab my neck while I throw it back. You can play with my freak like that. Oh, I blow you shotguns while I ride it. Inhale the smoke while you stroke inside it. This pussy shows to the frame out. Tell your friends, think about your braids out. Fairy on the way, I'm on the way. Baby, you ain't gotta wait. You ain't gotta wait to see the look on your face. Look up on your face. Oh, you play. Oh, is that Kenny again?
Lead up, got me thinking, babe. Tell me if you with it, cause I'm with it, babe. I haven't heard from you and I'm in it, babe. Just tell me what to do and I get it, babe. Gucci and Prada. Trip crib in the middle of the night. I don't let you miss me as I put it down right. Damn, babe. I can put you on a flight. You know that a nigga like me can change your life, oh, baby. Everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody watching go crazy. I got what you need. Everybody think you shy, but I know you a freak, little baby. Everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody watching go crazy. I got what you need. Everybody think you shy, but I know you a freak, little baby. I've been overseas going crazy. I could tell you love it when we made up. Black and gray diamonds like a radar. Orange peel, your love is real. Love and skills, I need some love and skills. Love at that draws and you love me still. Eyes come lazy, but she is real. Dressed to kill. Biggie bum bum to your tie. I can put a stone by your eye. I can't say you never switch your sides. You never tell me lies. Not rushing time, yeah. Trip crib in the middle of the night. I know that you miss me as I put it down right. Damn, babe. I can put you on a flight. You know that a nigga like me can change your life, oh, baby. Everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody got to go crazy. I got what you need. Everybody think you shy, but I know you a freak, little baby. Yeah, give me lit. Was on my phone when they found out that I'm rich, then they switch. When they say I'm choosing on my top down, gotta doing donuts on the yeah. Pause for the flick. Damn it, bust it, baby, watch you do it on the split. She don't need no hands or no pain. Do your dance, poppin' rubber band, hit the dash, make it fast. Yo, wait by me phone just to get down, down. Let me put it down, down. I put it down, down. Watch me put it down, down. Put it down, down. Trip crib in the middle of the night. I know that you miss me as I put it down right. Damn, babe. I can put you on a flight. You know that a nigga like me can change your life, oh, babe. Everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody got to go crazy. I got what you need. Everybody think you shy, but I know you a freak, little baby. Everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody got to go crazy. I got what you need. Everybody think you shy, but I know you a freak, little baby.
I had you up early in the morning.
Get up in the morning with the morning coffee swig on ATL Next 100.
Get your ass out of bed. Tell the people I'm so wake.
Jason Carey, Steph Tiller, morning coffee swig every morning, 8 to 10, right here on ATL Next 100.
Get up. Get up.
Get up.
Every day I tell you something on my mind, something I'm feeling, something I've seen, something I may experience, and it's what has me on the edge. Let's get into it. I don't silence. So I've been having this conversation. I don't know if we talked about this yesterday. I don't know. We talked about this yesterday. I did talk about yesterday. I talked about life is a series of equations. Was what I talked about yesterday, and I don't know if I mentioned in that equation is time management, time wasters, and I know I mentioned that on the show quite often, but I think I'm onto a new list. I'm onto that list, making a list of those time wasters, those things that are draining of productivity. Now, when I say things, it sounds like inanimate objects, but I got a question. Do you have people? Do you believe there are people in your life or around you that are time drains or that are time wasters? That's tough to say. Is it somebody, and it might be somebody that you care about, might be people that you really like or people you close to, but do you have people around you that are actually time wasters? And you have to get down to that level of, all right, I got rid of the extra things, I got rid of the extra task, I got rid of the frivolous things. Last thing to get rid of is people. That's tough. And I think when I say get rid of, I think that's probably a tough way to say it, get rid of. But you be like, you know what? I'm gonna have to limit my interaction. I'm gonna have to limit my, be it conversation, be it like, and let me see, so my brother, not a time waster. I'm not using him as an example, but I'm gonna give you an example where the time thing comes in. Me and my brother get on the phone, and we'll get on the phone, and I don't talk on the phone like that. But when I get on the phone with my brother, we'll be on the phone, you know, you get like, you lost an hour. You lost an hour, you lost an hour and a half, you lost a chunk of time. How that happens, I don't know, because neither one of us really talk on the phone. Maybe that's what it is. Or it's all bottled up, so we get on the phone, it's like, bam, we got a lot to talk about. But, so, because I know that, there are times where I can't call my brother. So, like, I'll call my sisters, or they'll call me, and we get on the phone, bam, bada, bam, we're off the phone. Now, I can talk on the phone for a long time with them too, but it's almost guaranteed with my brother. So I have to plan. I'd be like, I can't call him. I can't call him today. And so time goes by. A lot of time goes by before we'll talk on the phone for that reason right there. But again, that's me recognizing, it's me recognizing that is one of those things that's going to pull from me on that day. There's a couple other people like that. I know that I can't call, like, I need to talk to him, but I can't call him right now because I got 7 minutes. And this ain't gonna be a 7-minute conversation. I got 3 minutes, so that's a textable thing. Now, people look at you and be like, "That's rude. It's textable. You just texting that. You just gonna text the person." I'm like, because talking on the phone is a time suck. It's a time waster. So that's a task and a person. That's two things I can eliminate. It's messed up. It sounds messed up. I think I'm talking to y'all about it because I'm trying to feel better about it. Trying to feel or find a better way to say you take up a lot of time and I can't do that right now. They find a way to say that to people that you care about or your friends or whatever. Be like, I'll holler at you later. I'll holler at you in about a month. Give me a solid month of limited you so I can catch up. Then we'll go back. And then we'll take another break. And then we'll go back. Maybe that's the process. I'm working this out. This is what this is for. Telling you this, I really be on the edge for stuff like this. This is what this is for me to work this stuff out just by talking it out loud. Maybe that'll help. And I'm sure Steph has that. She can probably attest to that. And I think all of us can attest to that. We'd be like, you know what? You're right. There are people that I really enjoy, but I don't get nothing done with them. Nothing. And so when that happens, you gotta be aware of it. Gotta pay attention. I ain't got no more to say on that. That's what got me on the edge. People. Sometimes people time suck.
Get up in the morning with the morning coffee swig on ATL Next 100.
Hopefully it's not a big old time suck for you to go out there and find something new to do with your life. Man, we were talking about yesterday's local swig was awesome because we were talking about some classes and financial literacy and things of that nature, other things that you do that where you spending your time wisely. So this is why we do local swig. So for that reason, today we'll give y'all a local swig to enrich your life. What you got for me today, Steph?
All right, y'all. Today's local swig is going to be brought to you by J-Ho Indian Kitchen and Bar. J-Ho Indian Kitchen and Bar. So listen, if you know me, you know that one of my favorite dishes is the Thai cuisine. Thai cuisine is like my favorite culture to eat. I knew that wasn't gonna come out right. Anyway, so that's one of the dishes that I like. Anything that's Thai, I'll eat it. I don't know why. That's just my favorite. Mediterranean, you know, that's another favorite of mine. This one right here, I think it's one of those situations. Okay, first of all, it's located in Krog Street. You know, if you know what Krog Street is, then you know that it's a building right off of the Piedmont. I think it's off Piedmont. The location is 99 Krog Street, of course, but it's called Krog Street, and I want to say it's off Piedmont.
Krog Street Market. Krog Street Market.
But it's off Piedmont,
off
right?
of 11th and Piedmont is up. Yeah, Piedmont, but Piedmont and Krog Street run parallel. You gotta come down to go down. Yeah, they run parallel. So that's they never cross. But Krog Street, that's where it used to be Tyler Perry's studio, which is awesome.
Yup. And they have live music there. They have shopping. It's like a mini mall. When you don't want to, it's a mini mall for sure. But if you don't want to go to like a bigger mall, this is somewhere to go. But they have better food. Not so much in clothes wise, but say for instance you were looking for a space to go.
It's a food court. It's like a food court. This is like a food court.
But they do have shopping. They have shopping. I don't want to just get nobody hopes up and say, yo, they got shopping. You're gonna get you a busting outfit. You're not. But you will find some pieces. You will find pieces there. Like I said, they do have the live music. If you were looking for somewhere to go and just chill and relax and just have conversations,
just chill,
just shopping and stuff like that, then this would be the place that you could go and sit down and chill. I took my computer over there, went inside and just worked on my computer and had some good food that turned over into drinks, and I had people to come and meet me. I had 2 different people to come and meet me. One came at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This person came at 4 or 5. So it was cool for me to still sit there. So J-Ho is there, and you can order online, but of course I'm gonna tell you that it's better to go in. It's a Indian kitchen owned and operated by Anish Niyar, and it has an authentic Indian and French flavor to this Atlanta community based establishment. They do catering. I can't talk about no catering when it comes to, you know, this kind of food. Like, you know, anything that I feel like is going to be fried besides chicken, I don't know about catering. This is one of those places you just go inside. They got the lentil soup. Y'all know I'm a soup person, so it's all about me right there. The lentil soup. They have the chicken pot pies, chickpea salad. Let's see what else they have. The tandoori chicken, the sexy fries, the bang bang gopi, and lamb.
Sexy fries and bang bang. What is going on?
Yeah, it's J-Ho's we're talking about here. You better keep that in mind. It's called J-Ho's for a reason. They are accepting applications as well too. But this is Krog Street location. That's 99 Krog Street, Suite H, Atlanta, Georgia 30307. That's 99 Krog Street, Northeast, Atlanta, Georgia 30307. Hours of operations are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Fridays and Saturdays from 11:30 a.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. If you need to contact them for any reason, you can contact them at 404-464-7600. That's 404-464-7600. And that's J-Hoes. Jaiho.
J-Ho, not J-Hoes like my cousin. It's J-Hoes. Just like our hoes, Arizona, our whole Arizona. So it's all about the hoes today, is what we're saying. Bunch of hoes having
It is.
on a Tuesday.
Tacos. Keep
Tacos,
it in sync here, buddy.
our hoes, J-Hoes. All about the hoes. Anyway, fantastic. We give you a local swig for a reason, man. To enrich your life, for you to go out there and do something. If you have a local swig that you want us to talk about, or you are a local swig, information is on the screen. Hit us up. For those that listen to the radio, y'all know what to do. Y'all give us a call. Y'all give us a call, 678-944-SWIG. Let's move on, man. Top of this show, we give you a swig of news. Second hour, we give you our top stories. We call it our top swigs. So what you got for me this morning, Steph? Great morning, all our second hour flowers. I forgot to say that. Go ahead. What you got for us, Steph?
First things first, it's the engineering for me. Go ahead, Trish. All right, and back to the swig of news. So right now in Minnesota, it's getting really intense as far as the police and the protesters and people that just live in Minnesota. Those that live in Minnesota. Why is the tension so high? Because we are still in the Derek Chauvin case, and they have been comparing this case to the Rodney King case, the way that it was, shown in the media, the way that the people were so, just outraged
in tune
and hurt and bothered and definitely in tune with it. We're watching for everything, we're listening for at every single word. We are trying not to be overwhelmed with it, but it's kind of hard not to be overwhelmed with it when boom, we got another teenager that's being killed, right on side of the George Floyd and the case that's going on with that. Because right now, listen, first of all, let me stop right here. Prayers for Minneapolis, period, as a whole. I'm on the.
I ain't never talked about Minnesota so much in my life.
Ever. And
I ain't never.
Ever. Now, one thing about it, the kids from the high school that Dante went to, Dante Wright was the one that was killed, guys, on last week. But the children, the kids that goes to his high school, all the high schools just walked out. And they walked out, and it's by the hundreds, and they're crying. They have posters and signs. It's heartbreaking. And they walked out saying basically we want to go home. Police don't care about us. The National Guard come out. They heavy. And then they're telling the teenager, y'all go home. This is not for you guys. It's hard to tell the kids that when a kid has been killed, and we're going to say he's a kid because he's 20 years old, he's not 21, he's not of legal age to do grown people stuff. But 18, you're an adult. So, but the kids are looking at it as though this keeps happening. He just so happens to make the media. So that's what it looks like to me, because ain't no one kid out of the whole Minneapolis, he ended up dead, and all kids leaving school saying they don't care about us. And these are not, minority children. These are white kids too. These are blacks, whites, all nationalities coming together in this city. And then the verdict of the Derek Chauvin case is also in progress too, and so it's a lot of emotions. It's a lot of emotions going on right now, and with the racial injustices that we're seeing all over the world, who knows when this is going to come to an end? And let me tell you guys about this before I get too far. So Maxine Waters took to the press in Minneapolis, and she said in the press, these were her words. If this verdict doesn't come out the way that we want to, then we will have to get more active. I need the activists to get more active. I need the activists to get more active. We have to be more combative. Okay.
Yes, sound like a threat. We about to get active. When I say I'm about to get active, you already know what it is. We about to get active, right? You already know what that means.
But with her saying that, I'm gonna tell you, with her saying that, after these kind of, the closing argument and all of that, with Maxine saying the words that she chose, they're now saying that she's leaving room for this case to basically be, dismissed, or there could be room for an appeal because of the words. Basically saying if the verdict it doesn't come out the way that we want to, it may be grounds for an appeal, which means she's telling people to incite war and riots and things like that. She's basically flaming a volatile situation. Yes, that's what they're saying. They're saying that basically she's fueling the situation, encouraging riots and violence. This is my only thing with that. Now let me be very clear here. We just had the situation with President Trump, right?
True.
And Trump says, y'all go down there, basically fight for the presidency. Fight for me to stay into office. They went down there and they tore that place up. We are still healing as a nation, by the insertion at the Capitol Hill. Maxine Waters say this. They're already talking about firing her, sending in her resignation, how she's such a bad person to be in, to be as a
who is saying that?
I think. Well, this is all over the news right now. Within the past 2 hours, I'm getting more news. So if you want to know anything about Maxine Waters, for you, those of you that don't know, she is serving she's serving California as the 43rd district of California. She's serving as the 43rd district in California, Congresswoman Maxine Waters. If you don't know, look her up. If you want to know her speeches and some of the things that she, discusses and talk about, you can go to our YouTube page.
Reclaiming my time.
Yes, sir, honey. You go to her YouTube page. She talks about a lot, and she has been, she told one of the other officials, "Shut your mouth." While she was talking, she shut your mouth, and that was another thing. "I will not yield to you." That was another thing. So she's like this very strong black woman, not an angry black woman. Let's not even say that, not even think about it. A strong black woman who exudes power and strength because she knows who she is. And she's showing other women, and especially women of color, but women in general, that we don't have to sit and be mistreated. And if someone talks over us, we could tell them, "Hey, that's inappropriate, because what you're doing is inappropriate, is insulting to me. So let me finish what I'm saying, and then I hope you forget your thought that you was talking about right now, just to interrupt mine. But I'm going to continue my thought process, and I'm going to continue my statement without interruption." So she is the queen of all of that, just kind of letting us know, hey, stand your ground, especially in a business like this. Now, they also mad at her, Maxine Waters, and I don't want to make this all about her, but they're also mad at her for applauding Megan Thee Stallion. And, amongst just, it's so many other things that people are, mad about with Maxine Waters, with her being so strong the way that she is. And with her saying that, again, like I said, they're saying that this leaves room to open up the doors for an appeal because she's inciting that she's encouraging violent behavior. But Trump just did the same thing, and his supporters are fighting hard to say that he did nothing wrong. So at this point, I don't know what words mean anymore, because everybody just making up stuff. If you made up a reason that what Trump said was not inappropriate, and that he did not speak directly to the Proud Old Boys, then whatever Maxine Waters said, we need to omit it. Act like we need hear. Just delete comment. Status deleted. Because like, maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. You are on mute, Jason. We can't hear a thing that you're saying, buddy.
Oh, I thought I hit the button.
And you've been talking for a long time.
Yeah, I was saying that you got to be fair across the board. You got to be fair across the board. And if we saying that what Trump's words were inciting, get active. I heard get active.
Get active.
And that sounds the same. I mean, I'm not gonna come down on Maxine Waters. I'm just gonna say,
I don't
hey,
know
man,
about that directly, because active and fight sounds different.
Very, very true. But we also, so yeah, you're right. Fight and active does sound different, but we also talk different. So, we can go, we can go that route too. Be like, hey, man, I know them codes. Look, they was like, she said active. Hey,
wait a minute. Lil Baby be saying that in his song.
Well, talking about getting active. Hey, I better call the people down here. They're talking about getting active. Yeah, so I don't know. I do think that we gotta.
Yeah.
We always gotta be. I talk about words all the time. Gotta be careful with our words. And so
I'm sure that's
Tuesday,
no
it
they
worked.
mean no more. I'm biased. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm biased, and the fact that so many people. I'm just like the Trump supporters. The way they were on him saying he didn't mean it like that. We didn't take it like that. We did that because we wanted to do it. Guess what? I feel the same way.
We giving it back. Trying to give it back.
Trust me. We getting active because we was going to get active anyway. She was just saying, honey, we don't listen to Maxine like y'all don't be listening to Maxine. But I mean, at the same time, we were gonna get active anyway. It's like the Rodney King case. It's like any other cases. We tied. Period. We was active during this George Floyd thing before she even said something about getting active. So I think the defense on her side she have a better she may lose her position as a congresswoman. But I hope not. They've been waiting to kick her out.
Exactly. They've been trying to find reasons to get rid of her. Yeah.
Anything will count. Scottie Pippen lost his son at 33 years old. We lost Black Rob at 51 years old. It's a lot of lives that have been taken due to COVID, natural causes. It's just, it's just a season of rebirth right now that I am going to call it rebirth in order to harvest some of the pain. I'm just saying this is this.
What's with this number 50, Steph?
Everybody's going at 50, right?
Black Rob, DMX, Michael Jackson, Prince. What's with 50? What's with
maybe 50? It's in the industry. It's like, he's 50. He's 50, y'all. But Black Rob lasted to 51, so he was doing good. But it's like once you get 50, it's like
well, that's with 50. I mean, celebrate. There's other people that made 50, but 50 is that's weird. It's just weird. That's just weird that a lot of that 50 is happening. So love the Black Rob. How you feel about that? So I don't want to take too long on that, but
I don't like the video that they posted of him, leading up to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have wanted to see him, Black Rob, as we know Black Rob. So to see that video, it was heart-wrenching for me. Even with DMX, I don't want to see any videos or, pictures of him sickly, half dead. I don't want to see none of that. I don't want to see it. That's not the imagery that I want to see. People that I have grown up and watched over the years. That's not the light that I'd like to remember them in. So, I don't appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the family. I'm not sure if the family allowed it, but I'm just saying I don't appreciate it.
It was DJ Self that did it, but I mean, I wonder if he was like he apparently had big child support challenges, so meaning he had a lot of kids. But it didn't seem like anybody was really around him, but his friends that he made in the industry towards the end. So that's kind of wild. Here in Atlanta, in the hospital, and Self was the one that filmed that. I still don't understand that. Like, even if that's my homeboy, and I wanted to show some love, and I filmed it, I looked at it, I'd be like, I ain't about to put this out. That's what I would have been. I was like, I ain't about to put this out. I'd rather just, on behalf of Black Rob, I would have typed up a statement or something. Like, hey, what's your Twitter? I'm going to just put it on Twitter. Because, that video was not what it was. And I don't know if that was a ploy to try to get some attention on Black Rob's, not Black Rob, if Self was trying to get some attention to Black Rob's situation. But anyway, moving on, man. Rest in peace, Black Rob.
Yeah.
Play some VR.
We talk about this Lil Nas X. Hold on, we got to talk about Lil Nas X. I'm gonna do it real fast. So Lil Nas X's mother is in Atlanta, Georgia, holding up the sign, and the sign said, help me, yada yada yada. Some dudes that were filming were riding by the car, like, yo, ain't you Lil Nas X mom? And it's like, yeah. So guess what? The whole internet went crazy bashing this kid about his mother being homeless and a drug addict. Like we forgetting that what an addict does. This is my whole thing with this situation. Y'all act like you guys don't know the fundamentals of being an addict. You act like you never seen an addict before. This is not his fault. And let's stop making people feel, just bad about situations that they cannot control. Because if the mother could control it, she'd get off drugs and be with her son. She's never been with him. She's always been on drugs. This man say he cry at night, da 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 da. Like, it's so many different things that he's already up against, period. sexuality, stardom, young, fame, money, power, the people that surround you, the snakes in your grass, and he have a boyfriend issues. He got all kind of stuff going on. And
all right.
Also add his mother into it to say that he needs to get his mother off drugs and he needs to do this and that. His father came in and stepped up, and I just want to end it with this. His father came in on his behalf. He never said anything about the Satan shoes and the dancing on the pole from heaven to hell, twerking on the devil. He never said anything about that. And nothing in his defense. But he came to his defense this time and said, hey, look, get off him. That boy done everything that he could for his mother. She's wasting his time. She's wasting his money. We're not even doing this. We're not doing it. We're not putting the blame on him because he tried to send her to rehab. He tried to do this and he tried to do that. She has to want it. And on behalf of him and as well as those around the world that know people that are battling this, I'm sorry that people were judging him and making him feel bad, and it probably triggered you, and now you feel bad about one of your loved ones being an addict. But at the same time, we do know that it's not you guys' fault at all, and when they're ready, they'll be ready. Ain't nothing you can do about it. That's Lil Nas X and everybody else who are dealing with a situation like this.
Facts. Hey man, that's our top swigs for the day. We'll take a break. We'll be back. That coffee talk. You know what it is. For real, take a drink.
Knock out
Put a little extra.
Get up in the morning with the morning coffee swig on ATL Next 100.
I don't want nobody else. I don't want nobody else.
Give you all of my attention. It's straight shots, no champagne sipping tonight. It's thick in the night. At Netflix, do this massage. Better yet, turn it off. 'Cause I love to hear you cussing at me. Like, ooh, baby, too deep. You never felt this feeling when I touch you. Ooh, I never loved nobody like I love you. Hey, that's why I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. They say love is all we missing. Let's play we want, we French kiss it all night. Let's lay down while we watch stars. Let's dance until last call. Wake up, you text, you think about me. Yeah, I never felt feeling when I touch you. I never loved nobody like I love. That's why I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. Kissing on you in public. They can tell it's mine, don't touch it. If you ever leave me, I'll be upset. Talking sick to my stomach, I'm playing by my woman now. Wish we could get high, make love. Stone in the sheets to a love song. Your heartbeat be the beat I put words on. Yeah. We should be team ups. Girl, I want you all the time. Who you is my mind. That's why I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. Nobody. I only want you to love. 'Cause you nobody but you, babe. I don't want nobody
100.
Turn it up.
My favorite artist.
This is where I live. All the new music first.
You're listening to the sound. Next 100.
Hey man, it's time to sit around the table, stir the coffee pot, grab the coffee mugs, and have a little coffee talk. Steph, I'm bringing you into this conversation. Look, it's a question. It's a simple question, Steph, and I'm sure you you can probably attest to this. These are some thoughts. Do you believe there are people supposedly close to you that don't really know you? Do you believe there are people that are supposedly close to you that don't really know you? And if so, how much of that is your fault? If so, how much of that is your fault? Now, so I say that because we talk a lot about self-awareness, number one. But we talk about your circle, inner circle, people that are close to you, and decision making. We talk that stuff quite a bit on the show. But I believe that we walk through life. We walk through life with people, with people, and y'all don't have any meaningful conversations. So you just, hey, this is my boy, this is my homegirl, this is my whatever. Now it'd be a super surface relationship. Super surface. Now, some of that is necessary, I guess. Some of that is necessary, but that's a real question because, and why that even comes up is because I know there are times for me where there have been times where I have been upset or found myself disappointed because somebody didn't know me, didn't know something about me, or they attached an attribute to me that was not who I am. And like, you've been around me too long to think that. Like, why is that your thought? Or I know them very well and it's not reciprocated. It's like, wait a minute. I thought we was close. This relationship is not the same. I'm paying attention to you. You ain't paying me no attention, apparently. Well, that's lopsided. We're not gonna keep doing that. It is just, I guess it's natural for me to pay attention. So that's the question out there. The question is, do you believe there are people supposedly close to you that don't really know you? And if so, is that your fault? What role do you play in that? What role do you play in? And I can say that for me, I definitely play a role. I can say that sometimes that's my fault. I have gotten upset that you didn't know me, but now being a little more reflective, I can say, you know what? Some of that's my fault because I kept you at arm's length on purpose. Kept you at arm's length, or I pushed you to arm's length. And so the things that you know what I gave you. You know what I've allowed you to know, or you've known me to the depth that I've allowed you to know me. But is it a defense mechanism? I guess that's a question. Is that a defense mechanism? I don't know. And is it necessary? It was necessary at one time. Sometimes it's necessary. It depends on what kind of life you live into and what if you're in the street or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but is that a necessary? That's something that we learn. And now, do you need it? I'm saying that to say that I have learned some things that you you learn in the street or whatever, and you use a certain way or use in a certain part of your life that maybe it doesn't serve you anymore. And it's unfortunate. So it's a habit that you got to break. You're like, I got to break out of it because it affects your relationships, your friendships. It affects the way people deal with you, the way you deal with people. And so you got to find a way around that. So again, that's the question. Are there people that don't know you? And what does that mean? What does that mean? Somebody that's close to you, you say they're close to you, y'all friends, but you say they don't know you. What does that even mean? I can say that there's family members that love me to death, love me to death. Pardon me. Love me to death. But in loving me to death, I can honestly say, like, you don't really know a whole lot about me. You don't know a whole lot about me. You know what you know. You know what you see me at the family reunion, or you see me at a holiday. You don't really know much about me. You ain't hollered at me, so you don't really know. And I be willing to bet that for y'all, it's like that. Y'all got cousins. Y'all got friends, y'all got aunties that don't know you at all. Swear they do. But tell her, if they had to speak on your behalf or speak with people about you, what would they say? What would they say? I don't know. But Steph she might chime.
I've been listening. I think about that.
Think about the fact that people
often, what would people say about me? Like, if I left this earth today,
how morbid is that? But yeah, I feel you.
What I'm just saying, like, what would people say about me if I left this earth today? Like, many of them, I could tell you what they're gonna say before they say it. I already know what they're gonna say. But
and is it because you've given them that?
Well, I've given them that, and it's a lot that we haven't talked about. The things that I've given them is the things that I know I put out into the world, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put these things out into the world, and the things that I know I personally done for somebody else that we never spoke about. When I'm dead and gone, they'd be glad to tell people then. I'm not there no more, you know? But I think, like I said, I know what people would say, but the problem with it all is the fact that people that are close and near and dear to me that I love and know so much about have no idea who I really am. And that's because they can't get past the exterior and the general talk. And those are the people that also are not in my inner circle. They're not in my circle, you know. And
well, they ain't gonna never know you then, right?
That's probably why, though. No. The people that are in the inner circle, have we got to know each other before you became a part of that. We done broke down some barriers that I know you know me. You know what I'm capable of, and I know if you a liability or not. You know what I'm saying? And you know if I'm a liability or not. Before you can even cross over there, it's like you asset liability. Let me see what what category you belong in before we can pass you on over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's a really harsh reality, but it's a reality. You think of a person be like, okay, this loose cannon, reckless to death. She gonna help us, and nah, she got to stay over here. She cool. He cool. He ain't this. But in order to get to that point, you already done crossed barriers. Like, I done tore down your garden, your wall. You done got through mine. You can hug me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can hug. You know, whole lot.
You know what I'm saying?
I can hug.
Yeah. So if you ain't on that with me, you know that you know. It's a no for me. And that's some of the closest people that I know, even my family. I mean,
but so my question is, so did you learn some of that stuff that you learned in former life or in your young life, where it's like, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you, and now I'm keeping you on this surface? Or is it a defense mechanism because you've allowed people in and they took advantage of it, or they hurt you or whatever? Which one is it? Is it some of that, or is it a combination of two? It could be a combination of two.
It's a combination of two. One, you're gonna always take your experiences and your life lessons and learn from them and use them towards, your new relationships or whatever. Whether it's your upbringing, the mistakes you made in your past relationships, how you dealt with things, whatever the case may be, you're gonna always bring that into every relationship. You know what I'm saying? You're going to take the good with the bad on that. Some things you bring in bad, some things you bring in good. Anyway, but the other side of that is, some people don't have the capacity to take all of you. You know what I'm saying? Some people gotta
say that, yo. Say that. Some people don't have the capacity. They like, like, you ain't gonna be able to take all of what I am.
And so then I have to limit my disbursement.
They're like a parent's
and it may take you 40 years to get to know Steph.
Get a little bit.
Yeah, every little bit counts.
Look,
but I can't fill
little
you up
piss.
about Steph, doing it that way.
Oh my God.
So
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
If that is the case, then like I said, it's a combination of both. But like I said, some people got kept, and I know the people that have a kept with me. I can tell when you got a kept with me. When you have already filled your expectations, you have filled your imagination with who you think I am. And nothing I can tell you. Because everything I tell you, you still like iffy about it. I'm just saying, and I'm saying in my head, dude, if I deal with you, I deal with you. I don't have to. If I don't want to, you'll know that too. So I wouldn't have to lie if I say I deal with you. And then if you can't accept the
You ain't
fact
got to
that
lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
deal with you, and I'm telling you this, then it's something that wrong with your trust issues. And at that point, you won't trust the things that I say, that who I am, how I feel about you, how I feel about myself, how I feel about other people. You're going to trust none of that. You're going to take what you want out of it. So again, it's a cap to how much you can take of self. I've overwhelmed so many people with me. Because first of all, I came into a situation and you've already judged me. Oh, who you think I am?
Well,
and then you realize, like, wait.
Steph, you came through the door on 12, though. You came through, you can't, like you said, they can't handle all that. It's too much. They can't handle all that.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't need you to be a fan forever. I don't need you to be, overwhelmed forever. It's all right to be like, oh, she is super amazing. And then stay up there. Like, no, I need you to be like, oh my God, my friend is dope. Bring it down. Now let's talk. Let's get to know each other. Because I want to know how amazing you are. Like, let me feel you too. You know what I'm saying? Let's exchange this energy. And then we could be here, but we can't get there. Yeah, exactly. And so that's another thing that people always misjudge about me. And I'm quick to give you the boot after that. Like, I'm genuinely a nice person. Like, my friends, they know. And so they'll be like, Buffy, you too nice. Or you always let stuff slide. Or, but they're my people. To say that about me, you're in my inner circle because they know that about me. But other people would think, oh, she bad and bougie, she's a big, stuff like that. And I'm okay with them thinking that.
How do people combat that? Like, people that are dealing with it, we're having a conversation, we talk about us. And when we talk about us, it's not to, ladies and gentlemen that's listening, when we talk about us, it's really to kind of connect us to you. Because 9 times out of 10, whatever we're talking about is something that we're dealing with personally, you have dealt with. So, that being said, the second that question is, how much of it is your fault? How much of it is your fault that people that are supposedly close to you don't know you? How do you combat that? If you're a person that have kept it on the surface, but you want certain people to be close to you, how do we combat that? How does a person combat that? Because I think it's a decision. Like I said, I think you said that too. That it's a decision. You got to decide that I gotta put that skill to the side. I gotta allow some people a little bit closer. You ain't gotta allow them all the way in so they can stab you.
Yeah.
But you gotta allow them a little bit closer. Like, hey, let's get them past that first layer of of force field. So yeah. is that the way? Is that the way to combat it? You just gotta decide to open up. What do you think?
It's a decision that you have to make. Sometimes, me personally, I'll bring this to me personally, and I know other people are like that same thing. Sometimes we will, get a little bit more in depth about ourselves and show people more about us than we would normally show people. It's either I'm gonna go ahead and get you out my hair now or later. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you something that if you take it and you accept it and we can talk about it, okay, cool. We got something here. But if you can't,
that's a good question.
That you're gonna tiptoe on out of there now.
Well, look, that's a good question.
I can either run y'all real quick, or we can go the slow route.
You mentioned talking, and so that's what. Not to cut you off, you brought a question about. You mentioned sitting around and actually talking. Where do you reveal most? Do you think? Because for me, through my music and on the shows that I do, is where if you listen to my shows and listen to my music, you'll get to know me better than they're probably having a conversation with me. Because if you don't ask me the right questions, it's probably not gonna come out. So is that for you too? Do you reveal more like on this show? Do you reveal more when you're on your shows?
I do.
And
I
single
reveal
moms at
more
work,
on this show because we bring up these questions. I'm not a volunteer of information. So if you call me and then you hear, Arabic in the background, you like, yo, what is that? I like nothing. Cut it off. But if I like you, I may explain.
Nothing.
So
Mind your business.
nothing.
I know you can hear that. Mind your business.
But it's certain things like that I do, and based on your personality, I would ask certain questions. And if you don't ask the right questions, like you said, I am not a person that's just going to volunteer information about me, especially if it's deep. I ain't volunteering no information there. You don't with that. You better ask me. Be direct. Be blunt. So if you don't ever ask me, and then if it's something that I feel like you should have asked me, but I know that you don't feel comfortable to ask me, I'm going to just go on and address the elephant in the room. That way we can get it all situated now. You know what I'm saying? You can go on and, gather your things and leave now. Or, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to slow walk you to death. That don't make sense to me. You know, go get it on like that. Now, yeah, we're going to address that situation, but I do feel like there are times where I give people information, and I judge them based on how they handle it. Now I judge.
Wait, as a test?
I know I'm being judged as a test.
Is it as a test? You like, I'm gonna throw this out here and just see how they.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Cool. All right. Great. Y'all, you good with that?
Great with it. Ask people on my Facebook, they have no clue who I am.
Oh yeah. I don't expect. Yeah, we don't expect them to have that much of a understanding of who we are as individuals. But I think we do.
In real life too.
You said what?
I thought people are like that in real life. Oh yeah.
But also, I'm also okay with. Because some people, let's get into this part of it. Some people are really, really concerned with the assumptions. Really concerned because if they don't know anything about you, I tell people this all the time. If they don't know anything about you, they're gonna fill in the blanks. That's just that's what people do. If you don't give them anything, they just go fill in the blanks with what they think or what they believe or whatever story they could tell themselves. Some people actually care about that. People care about the story that they're making up, and you can't have it both ways. You can't be a person that doesn't divulge. You can't be a person that doesn't get close to everyone, and be a person that's worried about what people are saying about you. You can't be both. That's the thing. You cannot be both. You got to decide that either I am this way, and I don't care what y'all to make up. Y'all make it up. Make it up. What's the story? Yeah, I did that too. Mm-hmm. That was me. Go. Either you got to be that kind of way, or nah. I ain't cleaning it up.
No, what do you think about this person? This person that always say, is there anything that you want to ask me? Anything you want me to address or anything? Like, why you keep saying that? Are you hiding something? Do it make you feel that way?
I don't feel like it's they hiding something. I feel like it's just maybe that's just their way to have a conversation. Or be able to come back later and be like, listen, I opened the floor. I opened the floor and you ain't say it. Maybe that's their way of coming back. Like, I opened the floor.
But they hiding something. You didn't open feel like they hiding something.
You think no? I don't think the initial thought is a person's hiding anything. I think they do understand that people say what they say and they don't know them that well. So they're just trying to figure out a way to get a deeper conversation. But they don't realize that they're talking to you or they're talking to me. That ain't gonna get you nothing. You're gonna be like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, say what you're saying. Don't give me no. Why are you asking me like that? I agree with you about the reception of that question. The way you receive it, you be like, what? Why are you asking? Why? You get your super sleuth on. Start getting your super sleuth on. That's what you feel like. You're like, why are you asking me like that? So, I think that I don't have any kind of feeling about it. So, but I do think it's your fault, Steph. Steph, is your fault. Who fault is it?
They fault.
Who fault is it? It's everybody else's fault that they don't know. It's their fault that they don't know you.
Yeah, I think it's their fault because again, because sometimes you can tell somebody something and it go completely in one ear and out the other. They hear you, but they didn't hear you. And
I will say, I don't know. I am guilty of that. I can be guilty of that.
I am.
But you tell me, because sometimes I hear just about everything, but sometimes it's a lot, and you might say something, and I'll be like, it just didn't stick. It is not personal. It's just that thing didn't stick. I'm not being a jerk about it. It's just that thing didn't stick. Say it again. I don't remember. I don't remember. Like, especially if it wasn't like. I have a comment. Unless it was a principle. If this is one of your principles, I'll remember that. But if it's just like something in passing, like, I like my socks to have a hole in third toe.
I would fault you. Like, see, this is my thing. I fault people for saying it at the wrong moment. Because I would ask them, I'm like, I ain't hear you say that. They're like, yeah, you remember we were getting ready to go inside, and I said, yeah, such, I'm ready. And then you just walked off. It's like, hold up. That first of all, that needed its own moment. Like, how can you say that? And
that was not the time for that.
Like, what you mean? That was not the time. But I heard you, but I didn't hear you. So now you're saying, I told you. It's like, you did that. That's you being slick with it. And then that makes me feel like whatever you told me, you were trying to be slick with it. But I got a comment, and it's a long comment.
We'll give it.
I have been saying, because this is the question: do you believe that people are do you believe that there are people that are supposedly, quote unquote, close to you that don't really know you? If so, is it your fault? He says, I've been saying that the majority of my life. It's not your fault that they didn't take the time to get to know you, and get to know you for who you are, not what others say or think, especially if you haven't been around that person on a daily basis, talk to numerous times a week, or was cooling without gatherings. That's key too, y'all. I used to tell folks, because a lot of folks that knew me for going hard when it's time to put in work, that they might have gotten a negative mindset about me, because that's all they know about me. Now, not knowing those that truly not knowing those that truly know me, or I have met during my journey, they will probably tell you how cool I am, humble and laid back, and I'm a family man, and I'm about my business. Only those that I allow to get close to me knows that. My parents don't even know me all the way.
Facts. I say that all the time.
Yes. The comedian, I love to be around the comedian, the life of the party, but always been good folks from the heart. Some that should tell you if they was solid when they then definitely step their game up in a long way. Y'all, I'm putting this thing together. I don't even brag, so that's what have people lost, because I don't brag. So when you speak my name or be faking out on me, not knowing, I will take you to school. That's why when I hear someone mention name mentioned,
you went to being nice to taking people to school. What are we doing?
Yes, sir. I've seen in all years, all I could do is speak positive messages in hopes that they're doing good. That's why I like having family gatherings and cookouts. One of many ways to stay in touch and be.
So listen, he gets a lie. So let me say what he's saying. But part of what he's saying reads what kind of brought back what I was saying earlier, that some of his street boy ways was not allowing people close to you, and some of the things we learn in another part of your life, you take forward, and then you be mad, be like, why you don't know me? Be like, bro, you do realize that you kill everybody at arm's length. That was part of your whole MO. So at times we have to look at the mirror and be like, you know what? It's my fault. So I have to decide who's close and who's not. And the ones that don't know you, you want them to know you. I think this is probably in conclusion, the ones that don't know you, that you want to know you, you need to say that. You probably need to be like, you know what? Let me something about me. That's something that I'll do from time to time. I'll be like, oh, let me tell you something about me. And I'll drop a little nugget, be like, this is how I think, this is how I see things, this is why I do this. Sometimes I just drop that. And That is something that a practice that is. I'm telling y'all, it's tough, but it's something that you can do because a person that you want to know you will remember those things, and then they will interact with you with those things in mind, and then you'll just become close to that person. Like, yo, you really know me, you get me, or you understand me, or you pay attention to me. So I think that's the thing that us that keep people at arm's length need to do is you pick and choose, pick wisely, but pick the people somebody that you want to know you. You have to be deliberate. We talk about being deliberate on the show all the time. Being intentional, Steph. We had to be intentional. That's you and I both. We gotta be intentional. Be like, hey man, I want you to know me. And the people that you don't want to know you, let them stay out there in the abyss. Let them stay out there in obliviousness. It's cool.
I'm intentional now. That comes with the
people
age.
I don't care. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it does. Over time, we learn. It's people, what? People I don't care. Like, I don't care. It's people out there that don't know me at all, and they will go and tell somebody something, or say something about me, or describe me in a way, and I don't care
because somebody's gonna look at them on their own, all by themselves.
Yeah, and they'll talk to somebody that know me, and they'll look at them and be like, "No, that ain't him. You got him wrong." But okay,
I think,
and leave it alone.
Now that Jason, that right there, that expectation. I have the expectation that people that I do know and share my personal world with, you are supposed to make sure that you, how can I put this? That you cover me when I'm not there. If somebody come to you and bring you something that doesn't even sound like my personality at all, and you know that they don't know me like that, it's your job to be like, wait, where did you get this information? Who told you that? That's a lie. That's not her. Because I do that. And I expect for people to do that on me, but do that for me. But I think
that's
that
high
a lot of people,
expectations.
that's high expectations, and that's how it's supposed to go. But people do not come to your defense, and so they're like, "Well, I'll talk to this. I'll talk to her right hand man." Like, you said something, and she didn't correct you. Now she should have corrected you, but the mere fact that she didn't, now this thing catching on like wildfire. All these rumors, and I still ain't gonna say nothing about it. Period. So now you can't get a correct answer from nowhere. But that always happens. And when I hear it, I be like, yeah, that don't sound like her to me. I don't think
yeah, I mean, you get to that point. Yeah, I think you can get to that point where you be like, yo, you know what? I don't know where you got that from. That don't sound like the person I know, so that's probably wrong. You probably shouldn't keep saying that. And
people need to know
we're gonna leave it at
that.
that. Yeah, you probably shouldn't keep saying that. But anyway, man, listen, that's our coffee talk for today. That's our show for today. If there's somebody that doesn't know you want them to know you, be intentional and go tell them a little bit more about you today. Enjoy the day, man. Today, do it big.
Enjoy the taste of life.
Take a drink, take a sip, take a swig, and we out.
Take a swig and we out.
ATL's Next 100.
Turn it up.
My favorite artist.
This is where I live. All the new music first.
You're listening to the sound. Next 100.